Saturday night Northwest Conference basketball here in Newburgh as the George Fox Bruins get ready to take on the Lewis and Clark River Otters. And welcome you in here to the beautiful campus of George Fox. as the Bruins will look to complete the sweep against Lewis and Clark. The Bruin women winning here earlier today. And George Fox and Lewis and Clark getting their final shots up here before the horn sounds. This will be the second meeting between the two teams this year. Lewis and Clark 96-86 over the Bruins in Portland back in January. And in that game, Donovan Cooks for the Bruins had 25 points. Andre Treadwell, one of the leading scorers in the Northwest Conference, had 29 and 13 in that game. Treadwell, 19.5 points per contest as we enter play here today. George Fox coming off a 96-70 loss to Pacific Lutheran. The Bruins are just 1-10 here at home and 2-18 on the season. But a Bruin squad that they'll come to play every game, and expect them to be right in this contest as what we see being a high-scoring game between a couple of electric offenses here today. See senior guard Cody Wasugi for Lewis and Clark. He is one of the best shooters in the country of any NCAA level. Wasugi this year is shooting 46% from three, and you might be thinking small sample size. Exact opposite. He is 48 for 105. Yeah, that's from three this season, 46%. And the guard is shooting nearly 50% from the field, 85% from three. He will be a guy to watch here tonight. Andre Treadwell, who we previously mentioned, is also shooting 43% from deep. The horn is sounded here at Taylor Court. We'll turn it down to the floor for today's starting lineups. George Fox and Lewis and Clark coming right up on the Bruin Sports Network.
Contest. The Bruins would like to welcome our friends, the River Otters of Lewis and Clark College. Welcome to George Fox, y'all. We're looking forward to a great evening competition with you and wish you a safe drive home later this evening. The NCAA and the Northwest Conference promote good sporting behavior between student athletes, coaches, and spectators. We request your cooperation by supporting the participants and officials in a positive manner. Profanity, racial or ethnic comments, or other intimidating actions directed at our officials, our student athletes, our coaches, or team representatives will not be tolerated and are grounds for removal from the competition site. Also, possession and consumption of alcoholic beverages and tobacco products is strictly prohibited. And we want to thank you in advance for your kind cooperation. All right then, let's get busy, shall we, and introduce tonight's starting lineups. First, for the visiting River Otters of Lewis and Clark College, Ed guard, he's a 6'2" senior from Seattle, Washington. Please welcome number 2, Tyan Jackson. At guard, a 6'3" senior from Sacramento, California, number 4. Please welcome Andre Treadwell. At guard, a 6'1" sophomore from Brisbane, California, number 5, Marcus Bast. At guard, a 5'11" senior from Irvine, California, number 10, Cody Wasugi. At forward, a 6'5" senior from Seattle, Washington, number 13, Justin White. The River Otters are coached by Sean Carson, Jonathan Cannellan, and Mark Swenson. Players up, house lights down, please. Let's introduce the home team. Talking about your George Fox Bruins. At guard, he's a 6'3" junior from Portland, Oregon, number 2, Dre Lawrence. At guard, a 6'2" junior from Dublin, California, number 5, Donovan Cooks. At guard, a 6'2" freshman from Sun Valley, California, number 11, Sydney Nache. At forward, a 6'5" sophomore from Flagstaff, Arizona, number 13, the one and only Jake Sentner. At forward, a 6'9" senior from Chelan, Washington, number 32, it is Corey Schramm. The head coach is Mako Hamilton. Assistant coaches are Brendan Jones. The athletic trainer is Greg Plotton. Let's enjoy some George Fox
here at Taylor
basketball.
Court as the Bruins and River Otters get ready for action here today. The starters first for 13th year, head coach Mako Hamilton. The Bruins wearing their gray jerseys with Bruins across the chest in white font. Corey Schramm will start at center. Sidney Nache will start at guard. Jake Sentner, Dre Lawrence, and Donovan Cooks make up the starting five on the floor for George Fox here today. Lewis and Clark, 11-9, 7-4 in conference play, right in the thick of things in the Northwest Conference. Of course, the top 4 teams make the conference tournament at the end of the year. Tayan Jackson, Andre Treadwell, Marcus Bast, Cody Wasugi, and Justin White, the 5 on the floor for Sean Carson, the first-year head coach for Lewis and Clark. In a game that we expect today to be back and forth, high scoring, a couple teams that can really score the basketball. Dre Lawrence against Wasugi in the lane, misses the shot, tipped by Schramm. And here's Donovan Cooks. He misses, ball tipped, and it's pulled away by Marcus Bass, the sophomore of San Francisco, California. He probably wishes he was in his hometown this weekend. Of course, Super Bowl 60 tomorrow in San Francisco as Tayan Jackson. He probably wishes he was in San Francisco as well. The senior out of Seattle. Look at that. Seattle Seahawks playing for the Super Bowl tomorrow. Tayan Jackson with the bucket. And a 2-0 Lewis and Clark lead. Corey Schramm with the rebound. Thinks about the 3, now takes the 3 and hits.
That is Schramm's 6th made 3 of the year. He's now over 40% this year. 6 for 14. Doesn't pull it often. He will when he's open, though. And nice to see him get one on the board here early.
Yeah, fire away. As Tayan Jackson kicks it out. Here's a catch-and-shoot 3. No good, and rebound is grabbed down low by Schramm. Donovan Cooks to the rim, finger rolls it in, and the Bruins have the lead. Justin White, another Seattle product, picking up that rebound, and it's 5-2 George Fox. Jackson, Wilcher, and White, all out of Seattle, Washington. He's got the basketball, now gives it to Cody Wasugi, who misses a 3. That was a deep one, no good. The 47% three-point shooter. Donovan Cooks again around everybody, right to the rim, and lays it in. It's 7-2. And Lewis and Clark clearly hasn't changed much defensively from that first matchup, as Donovan Cooks, 25 points the first go-around. And you could say the same about him. Andre Treadwell had 29 and 13 in that first game. And the leading scorer in the Northwest Conference gets a bucket there. 7-4. Cooks again, no good. Treadwell leaped for it, smartly let it go because the ball was just hanging on the rim. And Lewis and Clark will get the possession after a jump ball. Tanner Overby of Willamette is the leading scorer in the Northwest Conference. Andre Treadwell behind him. Tanner Overby, 24.8 points per game for Willamette. Andre Treadwell, 19.2 points per game. They kick it out. Another catch and shoot, top of the key 3, way off from Justin White. He's 0 for 2 from deep. And the Bruins with the ball, 7-4. Sidney Nache, the conference 4th leading scorer. I don't even think he's touched the ball yet. As now he gets it with 17:05 to go to the rim, and Sidney Nache lays it in.
Well, now both Cooks and him have had success driving. They're perfect on those shots right around the rim here early. You can tell the guards playing pretty soft defense against the 2 driving guards so far.
Yeah, this is going to be a high-scoring game as these 2 teams can get the shots up quickly. Tayan Jackson down low. They look to get it into Marcus Bass, who just kind of gives up on the play. And then Nache, hopefully he's okay. Man, he went up. I couldn't tell if he was trying to dunk it or just lost his footing. Schramm with the rebound, and Nache up at the other end.
Well, he had the rhythm for the dunk, but the pass was a little offline, so it kind of threw off the mechanics there.
Ball is tipped and grabbed as Justin White says, get that out of here. Tayan Jackson will bring it up. Pull-up jumper from White. Again, no good. And Justin White, a quick offer. Nache hops through the lane, Euros right to the rim. And it's 11-4. George Fox with the early lead. We've seen the Bruins get out to early starts a couple times. as the Bruins, again, you look at their record, we say it pretty much every game. It's 2-18, and there's nobody that's going to fight that. Here comes Sidney Nache, the freshman in transition, lays it in and one. And the Bruins a chance to take a 10-point lead with 15:40 to go. But they have been very competitive, and we've seen starts like this before. The Bruins are off to a great start here at Taylor Court, and pretty much all their shots have been layups right at the rim. Nache will have a 3-point play opportunity after this timeout on the floor. George Fox 13, Lewis and Clark 4. Took a timeout on the Bruins Sports Network. The Bruins perfect to start this one as Sidney Nache will head to the free throw line. Nache looking to complete a 3-point play, and the Bruins leading scorer does. The freshman had a 40-point game earlier this year. It took 3 overtimes, but we got to the 40-point mark, and the Bruins have a 10-point lead. Noah Marte, Vanden Hurd, and Jamar Mitchell check into the game. Here's a corner 3 that is right through for Andre Treadwell. And we talked about Wasugi, but he's another guy you got to guard at the 3-point line. He has been lights out from all over the floor this year. Bright pink neon shoes for Andre Treadwell. And Donovan Cooks again to the right hand and again banks it in. All 3 of his makes have been almost identical to that. He's so good at drawing contact around the rim. So Wasugi had a second. Instead, Treadwell again, halfway down, rattles out. And Donovan Cooks picks up the rebound for the Bruins. Cooks comes the other way. Shocker, right to the rim with the right hand. And there is no response for Donovan Cooks.
Yeah, until they figure out a way to stop that, you just got to keep going back to the well here. Nache with some great finishes at the rim, and Cooks, I mean, that has just been too easy for him with his right.
Now there has been 0 defensive resistance from Lewis and Clark in this game. Mako Hamilton playing defense on the floor for the Bruins right now. Love to see that. And down low they go, up and in, as the shot is good for Justin White. Mako's probably the only coach we'll see who will get down in a defensive stance on the sideline and physically play defense, as Donovan Cooks catch and shoot for 3, and he is on fire. 11 points, and the Bruins lead by 12.
Yeah, outscoring the odds right now. He talked about a pregame set, just how good of a game Cooks had his first go-around. He picked up right where he left off.
Cooks an elite scorer, the Bruins' second leading scorer behind Nache this year, as the Bruins try to close out on Wasugi. Not close enough. Unbelievable how good of a shooter he is. We've seen him in this gym many times, and it's basically a layup for him.
I got to give you credit, too. Before the game, you're like, he's the best shooter I maybe have ever seen live. And this is before you looked up his exact three-point. You basically called how good of a three-point shooter he would be, as there's a 3-ball on the way and offline now for the Bruins. That's going to be the scary part about this game for George Fox, with how fast and how up-tempo it is. I mean, no lead might be safe on either side.
There's Wasugi for 3, and it's good. 21-15. Man, as the Bruins had a double-digit lead, and it is down to 6, as Wasugi is starting to catch fire. Noah Marte, the Bruins sharpshooter on the far side. He's defended by Wasugi. Now gives it to Cooks. Cooks with 11, a fadeaway jumper, 13 points for Donovan Cooks. And he is pacing for a historical game here today. Cooks is 6 of 8 from the field. As they kick it into the corner to Treadwell. Good defense there by Marte. Now they go down low, throwing it over his head is Jackson. And yeah, this is going to be a fun one here. Mako Hamilton needs time to get some defense going. 23-17, still 12:26 to go in the first half as these offenses going shot for shot here. Take a timeout on the Bruin Sports Network.
(23-17) Bruins lead here, 12:26 still remaining in the first half. Lots of points, clean basketball so far. Just one foul on the side for Lewis and Clark. And, you know, usually it's at halftime you start poking around. All right, maybe what's this guy's career high? How many points has he scored over the course of his career? And you already have to do that with Cooks. He's at 13 points. Of course, his career high is 29. So we're still a ways away, but he's going at a 30 by halftime.
23-17, ball tipped and out of bounds. And again, speaking of Kota Yasugi, back in 2023, here in this building, he made 7 3-pointers against the Bruins, scoring 25 points. He's 2 of 3 from deep here today. 23-17 is the score, as he has a deep 3-point line. Anthony Williams on him, looking for a step. Now Treadwell has a step, and yep, he's pretty good too. 23-20. And I don't know how much longer the Bruins can stay in that zone as Lewis and Clark shooting the lights out here to start this game.
Yeah, not with 2 3-point shooters that lethal. Is missing a 3-ball the other way is Marte trying to get the rebound. They're able to. So now they have a chance to try to tie this game up already after the Bruins led by 12 with 14 minutes remaining. It's been about 2.5 minutes since that point. 3-ball on the way. That one just a bit outside, as they say in baseball. That's a rare one. You're not going to see too many of those.
Yeah, he pats his chest there, says, my bad.
And guess what? You know how much that's going to affect him? Not at all. He's going to keep shooting that all day.
He's got 8 points, 3 of 5 from the field. He'll be just fine. 23-20. Here's Anthony Williams down low. Beautiful pass. Corey Schramm throws it down with authority. And the Bruins back to a 5-point lead, 25-20. Both Treadwell and Yasugi, the 2 best 3-point shooters in the conference by percentage. They've both already made 2 threes here in this one. They get it into Brown, who's just checked into the game. Now Yasugi working into the corner. Here's a catch-and-shoot 3 that was right on line, but no good from Archon. And rebound grab by Donovan Cooks. He goes to the right side, right to the rim. 15 first-half points for Donovan Cooks. And there is no stopping that when he puts his head down. And, I mean, Cooks has been dominant, but he's not doing anything out of the ordinary, as Treadwell misses that one badly, too. And not to take anything away from Cooks, but he's just simply driving right to the hoop. I mean, that's where all of his points have come from, other than the 1-3. He's not doing anything crazy out there.
No, it'd be one thing if, it's late in the second half, the guys defending him have 4 fouls, something like that, but they don't right now. That all was tipped, so will not be an over and back. I mean, none of the guards right now have a foul on the side for Lewis and Clark. Again, it's the 1 team fouls. There's Cooks once again. That one is offline, and That's a perfectly fine heat check out of him. Already his 10th shot attempt of the game.
Here's Wasugi, catch and shoot, NBA range, around and out. And you got to hold your breath every time he shoots the ball, and most of them are from that deep. Here's a catch and shoot, pump fake three. Cervantes is good. Nico Cervantes for three, and the Bruins lead right back up to 10. So Wasugi with the miss. The Bruins hit the three at the other end. As Rodriguez has checked into the game as well. Now they get it in against Corey Schramm, up with the shot. Blocked, still just 2 fouls have been called. And Anthony Williams brings it up, and that will be the second foul of the game on Lewis and Clark, as Rodriguez picks up the personal foul.
Gives us a chance to catch our breath, huh?
Yeah, Donovan Cooks will as well. He won't be out for long. 15 points for Donovan Cooks in his first 11 minutes of action.
Yeah, I was going to say, usually, obviously, with Mako Hamilton, you see so many rapid substitutions, even with the guards. But, I mean, a 10-minute stretch of one player on the court, that might be the longest I've seen a single player on the court for George Fox all season. Of course, you knew at some point he was going to come out, as there's a deep two from Nache. That one is offline. So now in transition here, his lead is up to 10 for George Fox. And shocker, 3-ball attempt on the way. This one is cash money. This time coming from number 24, that is Joe Brown, the junior from Mountain View, California. His first shot attempt is good. 5 for 13 now from deep for Lewis and Clark. They're going to live and die by it all game.
And Yeet Arjan is checked into the game, as that one will go out of bounds. Also checking into the game is Donovan Beard, the sophomore from Phoenix, Arizona. So Arjan out of Istanbul, Turkey, the 170-pound junior. 7-point Bruin lead, up with the shot. Nache, no good. Follow Nache is good, and one. And Sidney Nache will have another chance at a 3-point play.
Does he have the quietest 9 points in 8 minutes of game time you've ever seen?
Well, it's because Donovan Cooks has been going crazy. Nache and Cooks each going to have double figures after Sidney makes this one. 32-23. Nache 4 of 7 from the field, a rebound and a steal in just 8 minutes. Free throw misses, and it's 32-23. Tried the reverse broadcaster jinx, it didn't work. Bast in the lane, now up with the shot. It's blocked by Corey Schramm. And here comes Nache the other way to the rim, a little strong. A little bit too strong from Nache, and the rebound is grabbed down low. Bast brings it over. Now Nache takes it away from him. Sidney in transition, a lot of contact. He's fouled, and he's going to go right back to the line. So Sidney Nache had a 2-on-1 with Trey McDonald. He took it himself, and he will head right back to the free throw line. Nache 1 of 2 at the line. And both of those attempts were on the back end of an and one.
I think that last miss for him, he was growing used to getting fouled on that. You could tell he went up a little strong, hit it off the back part of the glass as the first one was through and good. So once again, the lead back out to 10 now here. It's been a fun first 12 minutes of this game. 33-23. George Fox shooting 56% from the field. Lewis and Clark, no slouches either. They're shooting 45% as well. They've yet to attempt a free throws. The second one from Nache is also good, so he's now the game's second leading scorer with 11. Cooks with 15, and off the odds go.
Lewis and Clark led 2-0. That's their only lead so far in this game. Ball in the hands of White. Now he gets it into Jackson. Jackson looking for the cutter, now one-on-one against Corey Schramm. Spins back to the inside. Donovan Cooks takes it out of his pocket. Behind the back dribble. Cooks to Nache. Pull up three. Good. Sidney Nache, 14 points. Donovan Cooks, 15. And give the assist to Cooks. That's the Bruins' 5th assist. And they have their largest lead of the game here at 14. Now top of the key, a wide open three. Bast fires, and he hits. So you can add another 3 to their totals. That's their 6th made 3 of the game. So now you got Trey McDonald in the game, and Nache and Cooks both working off the ball. McDonald swings it top of the key to Corey Schramm. Now back to Nache. Sidney fires again. It's no good. Corey Schramm fights for the ball on the ground, and a jump ball is called, as it looked like White may have tried to call timeout. It was not granted if he did. Treadwell back in. Marte back in. 37-26, so Sidney Nache 14 to go along with 2 steals. Donovan Cooks back into the game with his 15. And we will have a delayed media timeout on the floor. 6:58 to go in the first. George Fox 37, the River Otters 26 on the Bruin Sports Network. .658 to go. They get the ball into Donovan Cooks. He has 15 points. Get it now to Noah Marte. Marte tries to get it to Schramm, and it goes out of bounds. So the Bruins draw up a play out of the timeout. Looked like they had Schramm rolling to the rim, but the pass a little offline, and it'll be a turnover for the Bruins. It's their 3rd turnover of the game. Lewis and Clark has 4. Bast with it. He hit a 3 a couple possessions ago. Now top of the key to White. White back to Bast, back to Treadwell, who's in the game. No look pass down low, nothing there. Cervantes all over him, 8 on the clock. Far side, catch and shoot 3, looks off, it is. Cervantes can't grab the rebound, and Bast has it. The 3 from Jackson was offline. And a foul, a block on Trey McDonald III. Cody Wasugi will check back into the game here for Lewis and Clark. And coming out will be Beard. A couple minutes there for Beard. He'll come out, and Wasugi back in, 37-26. Already 6 made threes in the game for Lewis and Clark. Wasugi draws pressure 5 feet past the line. To get it in, here's a 14-foot fadeaway jumper. That's another air ball. And Jackson out of bounds with 6:06 to go. So we've seen a couple air balls from Treadwell. Now an air ball from Jackson. And the Bruins looking to add to their lead. So again, they'll have Cooks working off the ball here. Cervantes hands it off to him. Cooks up with the shot. It's blocked. Good defense against Cooks for really the first time today for Lewis and Clark. There's a great pass in transition. And Cervantes thought he went straight up, and a good pass by Bast. Bast already 3 assists and led his man right to the rim. There'll be free throws here for Lewis and Clark. It'll be their first free throw attempts of the game. And it will be Tyon Jackson, who's a 64% foul shooter. 20th game of the year for Jackson. He started all previous 19. Hits the first. Efficient from the field this year, 53% from the field. Doesn't shoot many threes, just 8 made threes. And hits them both. 37-28, back to a single-digit game. The Bruins led 37-23. Now a little 4-0 run for Lewis and Clark. As the Pioneers looking to close the half strong. Marte doesn't shoot it. Now they give it back to Schramm. Now Marte, a 17-foot jumper that's off. And rebound is grabbed down low by White. So the Pioneers trying to, well, River Otters, formerly the Pioneers. Backdoor, they go to Jackson. He loses the ball, and Corey Schramm comes away with it. Now they give it to Donovan Cooks in transition. A hop step three is no good. So Cooks has missed his last couple shots. And then a foul is called as White, who's been battling down low, gets the rebound and then gets fouled.
Yeah, law of averages, right? They were bound to miss a couple as both teams here now are struggling a bit from the field. George Fox scoreless in their last 2 minutes and 30 seconds, just one for their last 6 from the field. Lewis and Clark, meanwhile, they've missed their last couple shots as well, but they're on a 5-0 run, spanning that 2 minute and 30 second scoreless drought here for the Bruins.
Bass with it again, looking to go down low, up with the shot. Nice job to control and lay it in by White. It's 37-30. Dre Lawrence back on the floor for the Bruins. Dre Lawrence, Trey McDonald, Donovan Cook, Sidney Nache, Corey Schramm. 5 on the floor for 13th year head coach Miko Hamilton. As Lawrence hands it off downhill to Sidney Nache. Shot is blocked, tipped, and Wasugi has it the other way. Here comes Jackson up with the shot at the rim, lays it in. And Lewis and Clark is on quite the run here. 9-0 run. Nache again to the rim, and this time he lays it in. Relentless from the Bruins freshman, who is now the game's leading scorer with 16.
Yeah, that wasn't even a transition bucket, and he's just 1v3 down there, essentially, getting the shot off about 6 seconds into the shot clock. But hey, if you're scoring at the rate he is and as efficient as he is around that area on the court, why not? It's going to be a foul there on Lawrence. Got him airborne. That's a tough one not to go up with. Is 4 minutes left exactly, so believe we're going to have ourselves another media timeout.
Yeah, Bass playing really well. He'll head to the line here. 4 minutes on the dot. 39-32 on the Bruins Sports Network.
You gotta go wide.
Free throws here from Marcus Bast, who's adding to his totals here today. Bast an 80% free throw shooter, 52% from the field this year. Rattles the first one home. Bast 4 points, 4 assists, and 3 rebounds in 10 minutes. Does have 3 turnovers, but a good job of running the offense for Lewis and Clark. Misses the second, and Dre Lawrence high with the Bruin rebound. Here comes Nache, full head of steam to the rim, lays it up, no. And a foul is called. Sidney Nache will head to the line. More free throws here for the Bruins. This time it's not an and one. And Sidney Nache, 16 points. 3 of 4 from the field. First free throw for him is good. 17 points for Nache in 11 minutes. He's already got a 40-point game to his totals this year. So Nache hits them both. He's got 17. And the Bruins with a 41-33 lead. They've led by as many as 14. Masugi. Gets it into the corner now to Brown. Now they get it back door up with the shot. No good. Man, that's a lot of contact. The other way come the Bruins. Cooks in the lane. He's up with the shot. It's no good. And the rebound is grabbed down low by Brown. It's Arjon with the rebound. Now the shot by Arjon is no good. And Dre Lawrence comes the other way. Hop step to the lane for Anthony Williams. Might have been tipped off the glass and in. And the Bruins back to a 43-33 lead. Bass brings it up. Now kicks into the corner. Here's a catch and shoot three. That's no good. And Vanden Hurd with the rebound. .250 to go, 43-33 as Nache a step back, no, and rebound is grabbed by Brown.
It's been offline on a couple of those high key. Is some more contact. I mean, they're just letting them play here physically. Is now going the other way is George Fox trying to add on to their 10-point lead. Get the ball to Nache up top once again. He's isolated here on this right side. Instead now he's going to go low to the paint, trying to kick it out. Lawrence now a three ball on the way. That one is offline. Nache is there. He lets it go. It's going to be Bruins basketball. Here's now some mass substitutions on the side for George Fox. So Cooks, Nache, and Vanden Hurd will sub out. Sentner back into the ball game. Mitchell, Anthony Williams, Dre Lawrence, as well as Luke Tobin checking into the game for the first time today.
Here's Jamar Mitchell, shot no good, and Arjon high for the rebound for Lewis and Clark. As the Pioneers bring it up, Yasugi for three in transition, no good. High for the rebound, Dre Lawrence. Bruins come back the other direction, 43-33. Into the corner, Luke Tobin. He'll catch and shoot for three, rattles out. Rebound grabbed by Rodriguez. He's got a full head of steam. Trailing him was Tobin. He missed the shot anyway. And Anthony Williams will bring it up the other way. Bruins lead by 10. Down low to Mitchell. Bruins have missed their last couple shots. Arjon, good defense, tips it out from behind. And Lewis and Clark comes the other way. Bruins still showing a zone look as Beard has the ball up with it and right around the outstretched hand of Jamar Mitchell. He finger rolls it in, 43-35. George Fox 45% from the field. Lewis and Clark 38% from the field. As a lot of contact there. Anthony Williams is fouled. That's just the 16th foul, no free throws. Nico Cervantes will check in for the Bruins. Donovan Cooks is still on the bench for George Fox. So both Nache and Cooks out of the game right now with 1:11 to go. 8-point Bruin lead.
How strong of a first half it's been. You got to close it out strong here. Don't want to let it get it down to just a possession or two, as that's going to be a turnover out of bounds. So it's now one for their last 6 from the field, one for their last 5 from deep. Scoreless over the last 2 minutes, although look at Lewis and Clark on the other side. They're also just one for their last 7. So for how many points were being scored here in the first 10 or so minutes, the pace has still been there. The field goal percentage hasn't quite been the same.
Good defense on the last possession from Masugi. Down low they go again. Arjon right to the rim. And another easy bucket for the River Otters, 43-37. Williams brings it up. A fadeaway jumper in the lane is good. High percentage shot there from Anthony Williams. And the Bruins have an 8-point lead, 45-37. Now they kick to the corner. 3, no good. Kick it out to Beard, and Luke Tobin with the rebound. Tobin comes the other way, and a timeout is called by Mako Hamilton as the Bruins will draw up a final after timeout play call here. 22 seconds to go. It's George Fox 45, Lewis and Clark 37 on the Bruins Sports Network. 22 seconds to go here in the half, and the Bruins call a timeout to set up a play call, as they have done so often this year. They'll probably start and end with the ball here in Donovan Cook's hands. 15 points, 7 of 13 from the field. Sidney Nache has 18. He's on the bench right now. 8 on the clock, 7 on the clock. As Cook swings it to Noah Marte, catch and shoot for 3. And that play call from Mako Hamilton works to perfection. A 3-quarter court shot from Arjon at the buzzer is no good. But Donovan Cook's the assist, and Noah Marte off the screen from Schramm, catch and shoot. As Donovan Cooks gets the assist, and Noah Marte the 3 right before the break. The Bruins take an 11-point lead to the half. George Fox 48. The River Otters 37. Take a timeout and recap the first half action after these messages on the Bruins Sports Network.
First time we met, you was at the mall with your friends. I was scared to approach ya, but then you came closer, hoping you would give me a chance. Who would have ever knew that we would ever be more than friends? But railroad white, breaking all the rules. She like a song played again and again. The girl, like something of a poster. The girl is a damn they say. The girl is a gun to my holster. She's running through my mind all day. Shawty's like a melody in my head that I can't keep out. Got me singing like na 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 every day's like my iPod stuck on replay. Shawty's like a melody in my head that I can't keep out. Got me singing like na 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 every day's like my iPod stuck on replay. See you being all around the globe. Now once did you leave my mind? We talk on the phone from night till the morning.
All right, fans, we're back with another edition of the Jersey Mike's half-court shot. We have Kirk here, who's actually also doing the shot clock for today, but he's going to get a chance to win Jersey Mike's for a year. So what you're going to do, Kirk, is you're going to start with a layup here. If you make the layup, you get 1 coupon for free Jersey Mike's. Then you're going to go to the free throw. You make that, you get 2. Then a three-pointer, 3, and then it ends in the half-court shot. And that's good for 52 coupons. That's a year's worth of Jersey Mike's. How do you think you're going to do, Kirk?
I'm going to make them all.
He's going to make them all, he says. All right, let's see, everybody. Let's make some noise for Kirk. Just a layup, Kirk. I believe in you. All right, true so far. Now he's going to go to the free throw. Doesn't matter if you miss it. You get to shoot them all anyways. He's got 1 coupon so far. Makes that 2. Now he's going to go. Here's a 3-pointer. He's got 3 accumulated. On the way, ooh, a little long there. All right, now he's gonna get the half-court shot here. This is good for a year's supply of Jersey Mike's. Everybody, let's make some noise for Kirk. It's on the way. Ooh, it's online, but it's short. Now, Kirk, you get a choice here. You're either gonna get to keep the 3. Oh, he's running it back. So if he misses this, he gets nothing. If he makes it, he gets a year's supply. Little short, you gotta put some power into it here. On the way, oh, just to the left. That was a great effort. Everybody, let's make some noise for Kirk. Be sure to stay tuned. We have one more time, the Jersey Mike's half-court shot, and thank you to Jersey Mike's.
We've been trying is to catch you and give you a whipping. Well, I believe I was right when I said you were wrong. You didn't like the sound of that, now did you? Slow down, you're gonna crash. Baby, you're screaming in the blast, blast, blast. Look out, you got your blinders on. Everybody's looking for a way to get real gone. Well, here I come, and I'm so not scared. Got my pedal to the metal, got my hands in the air. Well, look out, take your blinders off. Everybody's looking for a way to get real gone, real gone, real gone. Real gone, real gone.
Like it's there to choose.
second half action. Get started here at Taylor Court as the Bruins have a 48-37 lead over the visiting Lewis and Clark Otters. Seth Hoyland and Jacob Archer here. The Bruins look to close out the weekend on a high note here. Sidney Nache, 18 points, right around his season average in that first half. A couple rebounds and a couple steals in just 13 minutes. Donovan Cooks, 15 points, 7 of 13 from the field in 17 minutes. He had all those points before the 10-minute mark and did not score in the last 10 minutes of that first half. The Bruins 75% shooting, Lewis and Clark 40%. Jackson and Treadwell with 8 points apiece for the River Otters. It's their ball, moving from right to left here to start the second half. Into the corner, they get it to Treadwell. Now top of the key to Bast. He'll try a three, it's off. High for the rebound is Corey Schramm. Schramm gets it to Lawrence, now to Sentner. Now Sidney Nache, a catch and shoot three, rattles off. Rebound grabbed down low momentarily by White. The Bruins come away with it, and Donovan Cooks is fouled.
Yeah, it's their 6th offensive rebound of the game. Lewis and Clark just one so far here, where they've turned those 6 offensive rebounds into just 5 second chance points, but a chance to add on here to the total. Bruins today 5 for 6 from the free throw line, all 6 of those from Sidney Nache. First one is good now from Cook, so the second player now. He made free throw here today, 7 for 13 shooting wise for him in that first half, and well, for scoring 48 points in the first half and only having 5 made threes, pretty impressive stuff. They were living right around the rim. 26 points in the paint, and mind you, Seth, that's only with 5 Schramm points, 3 of which weren't even in the paint as well. So it's been the guards just attacking around the rim, and it was a recipe for success, at least in the first half.
Get the ball down low to Treadwell. He had 8 points in the first half. Got to get a shot up. Instead, it's a turnover. Here comes Nache. Not much going to stop him in this scenario, and Nache just lays it in uncontested. 20 points for Sidney.
Smart defense there, too. Nache had a couple of and ones in that first half. I don't think they wanted to gift him another.
Yeah, full head of steam in transition. Haven't seen many successful stops on Nache this year. Little floater from Bast is good. Got 6 points, 4 assists, 51-39. 20 for Nache. 16 for Cooks. As Lawrence hands it off to Nache. Now back to Lawrence. Lawrence in the lane, loses the ball. Now Corey Schramm picks it up. Jake Sentner has yet to attempt a shot in the game. He misses it, but tips it up and in. So Sentner gets it to fall. 4 rebounds and 2 block shots in 10 minutes for Sentner. Back to a 14-point lead. It's tying the largest lead of the game. Lewis and Clark got the first bucket of the game, and they've been down ever since. Another deep 3 from Treadwell is good. Putting on a shooting clinic from 3. Treadwell 3 of 6. And already the 7th made 3 of the game. Donovan Cooks to the lane, and it's tipped, I believe, by Wasugi out of bounds. And Cooks had a wide open lane to the hoop. Really the first time that they've been able to stop him driving to the right today.
Yeah, I was about to say his 18th point of the day, but they finally able to come up with the stop, at least temporarily here against Cooks. And there he is once again with the right. And guess what? It's even better this time. Try an and one for you. And he'll now head to the free throw line. Chance to complete the 3-point play. So he's up to 18, Nache up to 20. It's going to be fun to watch these two guys here rest of the way with some serious opportunities here to go back and forth.
Another 3-point play for the Bruins. Cooks hits the free throw. Yeah, it's not going to end well. You got one-on-one on the right side of the floor with no help defense. And that's really been the thing is Donovan Cooks gets past his man, and then there's nobody there from Lewis and Clark to help in the paint. There's been little to no resistance at the rim all day long. And Cooks is thriving on that. He's got 19. There's another little floater in the lane again from Bast. 56-44, trading buckets back and forth here, start of the second half. It's a Cooks 3, good. 22 points for Donovan Cooks. He's caught fire again, as he did to start the game. Cooks had 15 points 10 minutes into this one. Here's a Wasugi catch and shoot 3, and that is good.
I mean, they're just inevitable, aren't they, from deep? That's It's going to be the key here. You're up 12, but with the pace of this game, the way they can shoot the three, foot on the gas for the final 17 minutes.
Nache head down to the rim, and he's fouled. So both Sidney Nache and Donovan Cooks just driving to the hoop with great success here. And now Nache will go to the line, looking to tie Donovan Cooks with 22 points. Nache with 20, Cooks with 22. Treadwell with 11 for Lewis and Clark. Yasugi with 9. First free throw is good.
How impressive is it for George Fox? Obviously, last year having Momo Stokes, and then, you know, he's gone. He's playing professional overseas. You don't really know what's next in line at the guard spot. Well, you hit on a freshman in Nache. The transfer, of course, in Cooks is also incredible. Just such great success, really, not just replacing a straight 1-for-1 with Momo, but getting 2 incredible scores.
Yeah, both of them great finds from Nico Hamilton. Here's a rare 2 from Wasugi. That goes in. Anything he throws at the rim goes in. And it's an 11-point game. 60-49. He had his previous career high in this building back in 2023. Got 11 points on 3 made threes here today. Nache spins in the lane. Out to Dre Lawrence for 3. That's short. Weak side rebound fought for, tipped up, and it's grabbed by Lewis and Clark.
Yeah, good work there from Nache. You obviously see now the collapse when he attacks, dropping 2 guys on him, able to kick it out as a couple extra steps there potentially, but the make is good to lead down to 9. Obviously, it's getting to the point now with Nache where he's just been so good around the rim. They're having to collapse in on him, so got some shooters out. He should be able to find some guys here in this half.
Yeah, Arjon had the rebound and then had the assist there. That one out of bounds as Cooks was looking for Corey Schramm. And Nico Cervantes will check in, and we'll have a timeout on the floor. 15:54 to go. The Bruins lead by 9. Take a timeout. Well, lots of basketball to play here. Bruins already at the 60-point mark. 15:54 to go. They lead 60-51. As Sentner gets it into Cooks, now kicks it to the corner. Sidney Nache wide open for 3, rattles out. And again, high for the rebound is Arjon. Arjon with 4 rebounds and 3 assists. The Istanbul, Turkey native, as that shot is no good, as Bast had a chance for his 3rd little runner of the game. And now into the corner again, Nache. This time he doesn't take it. Cooks behind the back dribble. He will. Donovan Cooks, 25 points. And he's got 8 here already in the half. And on another little run himself, back to a 12-point game. Wasugi in the lane. Now to Brown, the jumper rattles out, and Sentner the rebound. Cooks bringing it up with 25. He's hit a couple threes. Somehow got that pass through to Schramm. Now back to Sentner. He'll catch and shoot. That's way off. And the rebound is grabbed by Brown. Here comes Bast. Gets it to Arjan. Wasugi in the corner for three. It's short. Gets his own rebound. Down low. No look. Left-handed pass to Brown, and he lays it in. That might be the first three of the game that Wasugi has taken actually at the three-point line. His other one's well behind the mark. Comes up a little short there, but got his own rebound and picked up an assist. Trying to get it down low to Schramm. Schramm fighting for position. Now Cervantes back to the hoop. Wasugi trying to do anything he can, and an offensive foul is called as Nico Cervantes and Cody Wasugi fighting for position down low. Matthew Sittler will check into the game for the first time, and Noah Marte will come into the game. Somebody's got to come off. Right now there's 7 guys on the floor, and Sentner and Nache will be the 2 to come off.
I say let him play.
So Sittler out there with Schramm, Cooks, Cervantes, and Marte. Get it to Arjan. Wasugi's wide open. He was calling for the ball, didn't get it in time. Ball is tipped, and it's out of bounds to George Fox. So Donovan Cooks over there on the pressure, tipped it off of Wasugi. And the Bruins will get the ball back. Jamar Mitchell will come in. As Corey Schramm comes out. The Bruins 7 of 19 from 3. 24 of 50 overall from the field. And Donovan Cooks 10 of 16 from the field. The record for points in the game for a Bruin is Jeff Hoffman, 50 points back in 1991.
Had to have been an OT game, right?
Jamar Mitchell for 3, no good. As against Columbia Christian University. The second most is 42. Only been 2 games over, well, make it 3, adding Sidney Nache to that this year. Nache had a 40-point game in the Bruins' triple overtime, thrilling 123-117 loss earlier this year. Noah Marte made the 3 at the end of the first half. He's against Wasugi, trying to force it down low, and it's out of bounds and will stay here. Donovan Cooks, 25 points. He had 15 at half, already has 10 here to start the second half. He works off the ball right now, but really other than 3 there by Nico Cervantes, his second 3 of the game. And the Bruins answering every shot that Lewis and Clark is making right now. Down low they go again, gets Jamar Mitchell to jump. And the 2 is up and good for Brown. Nobody to get the ball in, and it's a 5-second call. Donovan Cooks was all alone in the backcourt as Matthew Sittler and Marte tried to come back, and it was a 5-second violation. Both teams shooting the ball well here in the half. Lewis and Clark 9 of 13. George Fox 6 of 12. The River Otters with a 20-18 advantage here in the half. They kick it back. Arjan in the lane, down low against Vanden Hurd. Shot is blocked and grabbed by Beard. 4 on the clock, 3 on the clock. Up with the shot is White. That's no good. Fighting for the ball, Vanden Hurd. Fighting for the ball, Donovan Cooks. And it'll be a jump ball. As pretty much every guy on the floor was in that scrum there, and it will be Bruin basketball. So other than Cooks and Sidney Nache, the Bruins have gotten little to no offensive production. Donovan Cooks 25, Nache 21. Those 2 have combined for 46 of the Bruins' 66 points, and you had the 6 points from Nico Cervantes in there. Nobody else in the game for George Fox has more than 5. Cooks with it, now to Marte. Wasugi all over him. Cervantes has hit 2 threes in the game. Back to the basket now for him. He's in the lane, up with the shot, missed it. And the rebound is grabbed down low, and a foul will be called. So Cervantes misses the shot and then picks up the personal foul. It's his second personal foul, the second team foul as well. Lewis and Clark, the door still open for the River Otters as they trail here by 9. White with 8 points, 7 rebounds, and 6 assists as Justin White on triple-double watch. He's got the ball right now. Runs down Donovan Cooks in an offensive foul. As White lowered his shoulder, that's his 3rd personal foul. And the Bruins will again get the ball back. 11:46 remaining here in this game. The Bruins with a 9-point lead. 66-57 on the Bruins Sports Network.
Like, if we're in the middle of, like, a full part,
11:46 to go here around the Northwest Conference today. Linfield and Whitman in Walla Walla. Whitman with a 30-18 lead against Linfield in the second half. Low scoring affair there, as the Whitman women gave Linfield their first loss of the season earlier today. And the other game in progress, Willamette is taking it to Pacific Lutheran. They're up by 30 in Tacoma, start of the second half. 68-57 as Anthony Williams gets the 2 for the Bruins. Williams, Nache, Hurd, Sittler, and Cervantes for George Fox. There's White, and a high arcing shot there is up and good for Beard. And Justin White now 2 rebounds, 2 assists, and 2 points shy of a triple-double. He has 8, 8, and 8. Between the legs dribble for Williams. Looking for Cervantes in the corner, doesn't take the shot. Wasugi, great defense from him. As he continues to pressure Cervantes. 7 on the clock, 6 on the clock. 18-foot jumper is good. 70-59. And again, Lewis and Clark, just no answer for this Bruins offense right now. George Fox team that is just 2-18 this year, but we've seen spurts of this in pretty much every game, I'd say. Shot no good, weak side rebound by White. Give him a rebound, give him 2, and he's right on the doorstep of a triple-double. Justin White taking over here in the start of the second half. And Lewis and Clark, they keep answering, but can't continue to trade buckets as Matthew Sittler's 3 is way off. And Beard picks up the rebound. Here comes Wasugi. Cervantes jumped at him and came up a little injured, it looks like. Down low they go, and a foul is called. Free throws here for White. 9:58 to go. It is 70-61. And White will head to the free throw line. And the officials are going to review, I'm not sure what.
I think it might be a potential flagrant foul on the Otts. It was Nico Cervantes who came up like clutching his stomach, holding it, and he was running away after the whistle blew the play dead there. He looked to be in some pain, as still trying to figure out. It's a little tricky trying to hear and decipher what's going on up here, but you can see Antonio now flipping the computer around, trying to figure out what exactly the call was.
So it'll go to an officials review. 9:58 to go. We'll take a timeout. 70-61 Bruins. So after review, there is no flagrant foul, and it will be free throws here for Justin White. White, one of 3 double-figure scorers for Lewis and Clark. He's got 10, 9, and 7. First free throw is good. Cook still at 25 for George Fox. Nache at 21 as Treadwell back into the game. White does have 3 fouls. He's been playing with 3 fouls here for a while. The Bruins have only been called for 8 total fouls in the entire game. And Nico Cervantes has 3 of them. 70-63 again. Lewis and Clark hanging around. The Bruins have had an answer every time so far. Nache defended by Beard. Looking for Cooks, and it's tipped and stolen by Wasugi. Could make it a 2-possession game here. As Wasugi defended by Sidney Nache. Beard out there as well. Now they give it down low to Arjan. Now to Treadwell. Treadwell turns around. He's wide open. The shot is up, and it hits off the shot clock. And it'll be George Fox basketball. So they catch a break there. As Treadwell took an open 18-footer and missed it. Trey Lawrence back in. Sentner with Cooks, Nache, Lawrence, and Corey Schramm. 5 on the floor for George Fox. White out there with the 3 fouls under the hoop right now for Lewis and Clark. As Donovan Cooks with an ISO. Pull up, free throw, jumper, no good. Corey Schramm tips it out, but Cody Yasugi picks up the ball. And Yasugi brings it over and will set up the offense here for Lewis and Clark. Around the screen, doesn't take it. Now they get it into Beard, up with the shot. Another assist for White. 8th assist for White, and it's a 5-point game. Nache defended by Beard. Beard's done a good job on him here in the second half. As Sentner now gives it to Lawrence. Yasugi's been good on defense. Another great stand by Cody Yasugi on defense. And Lewis and Clark, another opportunity here. Treadwell gets it to White. White up with it, under, no. Good move, and Corey Schramm picks up the rebound. 9 rebounds for Schramm. Sidney Nache has it against Wasugi. On the left side, shot is blocked, and a travel. That is another great defensive sequence from the Lewis and Clark point guard. He has been really tough on defense today. Wasugi will now walk it up with 8 minutes to go, 70-65. Wasugi looks for the screen from Beard, from Treadwell. That's too much space, I'm telling you right now. Unbelievable. 70-68. It is a 2-point game. Donovan Cooks in the lane, gets it down to Corey Schramm, and he gets it to fall as Schramm almost missed that one. Assist to Cooks, that's his 3rd.
They needed that bad. They had gone almost 3 minutes without scoring a point there, and thought he might have drawn a foul. He didn't. That one goes off the backboard, but it's a tie-up. Something's got to be called, and it is a jump ball, so the possession arrow will stay here with Lewis and Clark, but that'll take us to our under 8 media timeout. The Bruins hanging on right now after a surge here from Lewis and Clark, 72-68. We'll be back right after this break here on Flow Sports.
we got ourselves a game here. Lewis and Clark has trailed by as many as 15 in the second half, and it is just a 4-point game. It is River Otters basketball. They get it in, and right out of the timeout, they turn it over. Centner the other way. Now to Cooks. Cooks up with the shot. He missed it. And a blocking foul really late is called on Treadwell. As the tip had already been completed by Jake Centner, it was no good. And the Lewis and Clark fans here don't like it. And it will be free throws for Cooks. Donovan Cooks 2 of 3 at the line today. First free throw is good. 73-68. That's the 5th foul on Lewis and Clark. The Bruins have picked up 3 team fouls. Cooks now 26 in the game. And his second is good. 74-68. Osugi will bring it up. He's got 14, 5, and 3. White still out there with 12, 9, and 8, and an offensive foul. Another foul called on Lewis and Clark. As Beard picks up the illegal screen. And now every foul from here on out will be free throws for the Bruins. Donovan Cooks has been aggressive all game long. Sidney Nache and 21 points sitting on the bench right now as Noah Marte has it. Marte a wide open 3, but they're going to call a offensive foul or illegal screen, whatever you want to call it, on Donovan Cooks.
Yeah, I think he was trying to set a little too much there. He had his hands straight up running into him. And they were able to get him for that one there. So a couple of sloppy possessions here, back-to-back now. Bruins defense trying to tighten up, just get a couple of stops. It's been a big second half so far here. They're shooting 56.5% from the field in the second half. That's the odds.
They get it to Wasugi. Now down low. That is great offense, but a missed layup. And it looked like Corey Schramm grabbed the rim. They wanted a goaltend. Instead, Donovan Cooks, and a foul will be called. And the Lewis and Clark bench can't believe it. I'm pretty sure Corey Schramm grabbed the rim that allowed that wide open layup to not go in. Again, I always preface, we're in the top row of the arena, so miss things, but yeah, Lewis and Clark head coach right now talking to the ref and looking over, pointing at the rim. It looked weird. Sean Carson, the first-year head coach for Lewis and Clark, pleading his case, so they feel one thing didn't go their way at one end, and then Cooks gets free throws at the other end, and he's got 28 points. 75-68, so another instance where Lewis and Clark draws close, and the Bruins come right back. Cooks, free throw, rattles up and in. 76-68. As Bass will walk it up. Oh, a 3 falling to the ground, no foul called. And Centner coming the other way. He hops to the lane, and a foul is called there. And keep an eye on Sean Carson. He's a couple words away from a technical foul here, and I don't blame him.
No, that's got to be a frustrating sequence here for him, where you probably think the last 2 possessions they've missed a call when you have the ball, and then they've given the Bruins the call here as well, as Centner will go to line. And those are some big-time fouls, too, as the first free throw rims out. White now is up to 4 fouls again, 12 points, 9 rebounds, 8 assists. You have Bast also with 4 fouls here, so a couple of guys that are been on the court quite a bit here today, both in foul trouble now. Second free throw from Centner, that one goes down, so the lead back out to 9 now for George Fox.
Bass brings it up, gives it to Wasugi. Yep, 9-point game. It was just a 4-point game a couple possessions ago. Bast, Wasugi, back to Bast, still in the lane, out to Wasugi. 10-foot jumper, too strong. Bass tips it out of bounds, and it will go to George Fox. So the Bruins starting to get a little momentum here. 77-68. 6:02 to go. And Nico Cervantes will walk it up here. And Cervantes gets it over. He's defended here by Bast. Now gives it to Sentner, top of the key. Now Donovan Cooks right to the rim. 30 for Donovan Cooks. Make it 31 in 29 minutes.
It's a new career high for him as well, beating out the triple overtime 29-point performance from him.
Sugi between the legs dribble against Marte. Now top of the key to Bast. Down low they go. Shot is blocked from behind by, looked like Schramm and Sentner. And a foul is called. As you're saying, he hit him on the side of the head. It'll be just the 7th and 8th free throws of the game for Lewis and Clark. Sugi with 14, White with 12, Treadwell with 11. Cooks the game's leading scorer with 31, Nache with 21. And the first free throw rattles out. Sugi will come out. Arjan will come in. Beard will come in as well. Next free throw is short, and Corey Schramm grabs the rebound. And Schramm gives it to Cervantes, and the Bruins will walk it up here. 11-point George Fox lead as Donovan Cooks has it against Arjan. 48% from the field for the Bruins today. 5:10 to go. Cooks one-on-one in the lane. Again his foul. And he is 7 of 8 from the line, heading right back there. Is they're either fouling him or he's getting a layup. Cervantes out there with Noah Marte, Jake Sentner, and Corey Schramm. Another made free throw for Donovan Cooks.
Yeah, that's right. And C is about the same as X, except X didn't even
81-68. Right back to a 13-point lead. It was just a 4-point game not too long ago. Bruins showing a zone look here as they get it back into Arjan. Arjan now to Beard. White is on the bench with 4 fouls. Here's Treadwell for 3. Again is good. Treadwell with 14. His 4th made 3. Both Treadwell and Osugi have 4 made 3s. And that's how the River Otters are going to have to get back into this game with 4:30 to go. Ball is tipped and it's stolen. Cervantes just loses it, and then Bast kicks it out. Treadwell a catch and shoot 3. No. Thought maybe he was going to bank it in. As Jake Sentner picks up the rebound, and now Donovan Cooks will walk it up. Cooks brings it over the timeline as Arjan defending him. Comes a screen from Corey Schramm. 33 points for Donovan Cooks. Defended by Brown. Cooks to the rim. Missed it. No call this time. As Brown gets the stop and the rebound, we'll have a media timeout at the next dead ball. Treadwell doesn't shoot it. Bast will. It's no good. Offensive rebound grab by Brown. And back to Treadwell. Bast again for 3. Brown, no good. And Donovan Cooks has the rebound.
They're getting some pretty decent looks off here from deep. Just not able to knock some of them down. They're now 1 for their last 8, 1 for their last 5 from deep.
81-71. As Schramm hands it off here to Donovan Cooks. Kicks to Marte, catch and shoot 3. Off right. Ball tipped in by Sentner, but they're going to call a loose ball foul, and we'll have a media timeout on the floor with 3:23 to go. George Fox 81, Lewis and Clark 71. Take a timeout on the Bruins Sports Network. 81-71, 3:23 to go. As Lewis and Clark will have possession here. Cut it to as few as 4 here in the half. The Bruins have led by as many as 15. As both Treadwell and Yasugi on the bench right now for Lewis and Clark, so interesting there with only 3 minutes left in the game. Beard looking to go down low to Brown. Now back to Beard. Treadwell is out there, so Treadwell, now Beard daring him to shoot it, and he floats it up and in. So Beard up to 8 points, 81-73. So again within single digits. Now Sidney Nache has got to get it over, and he does, but he's fouled. And that will be 2 free throws for Nache. As Beard was trying to pick him up full court, and Nache just too quick for that. Sidney 21 points, 6 of 8 from the free throw line. He'll go right back to the foul line. Donovan Cooks, the game's leading scorer with 33. Nache's first, rims in. 2:48 to go. And White checks back in. He's on the doorstep of a triple-double, 12, 9, and 8 for Justin White in 26 minutes. Nache hits the second. Sugi will check in at the next dead ball. 2:45 to go. It's a 10-point game. The River Otters pretty much have to be perfect from here on out as they get it down low and it's tipped, and Sentner has seen that enough times tonight.
Like you said, they probably got to be perfect, but with Treadwell and Sugi out there, no lead feels safe with those two guys, especially if you get in a foul. A lot of free throws, a lot of stop clock. Here's a pump fake 3 ball now driving in, goes up, able to finish once again. This time, Zeke Arjan able to finish. So the lead back down to 8. Can the Bruins find that dagger kind of shot here? As able to get it to Schramm down low. He goes up. He gets stopped at the rim. Nache, though, comes up with the offensive rebound and finishes through contact once again with his left. 25 points here for the freshman.
Yeah, that's a tough sequence there for Lewis and Clark. They get a big block at the rim, but can't control the loose ball. And the Bruins end up getting a bucket out of it. Argon dared to shoot it, wide open, does, and hits it again. And Mako Hamilton wants time with 1:52 to go. And we'll take one as well, 85-77. .52 remains here. George Fox 85, Lewis and Clark 77. Cooks looking to get it in, does just in time. And now Cervantes will bring it up. But Sidney Nache still not on the floor here as they get the ball into Donovan Cooks. 33 points for him. Arjan on the defense, spinning to the rim, and Donovan Cooks. Nobody can stop him tonight. 35 points for Cooks. And back to a 10-point game, and now Lewis and Clark calls time. I want to get Rasugi in the game with 1:29 to go. Timeout on the floor. 1:29 remains. It is a 10-point game in Lewis and Clark basketball. Get it to Arion, now into the paint to Bass. They're looking for Wasugi. Marte on him, and he stepped out of bounds. Bass steps out of bounds right in front of the bench. With 1:17 to go, Lewis and Clark is asking to challenge it. And I think they already used their challenge. 87-77, it's a 10-point game, and Donovan Cooks will bring it up. Cooks brings it up. He has 35 points, second most points scored by a Bruin this year. Down low, risky pass, no need for that. As Corey Schramm, good idea, but the Bruins just need to hold the ball here. As Nache will come back in, and Corey Schramm will come out. 1:01 on the game clock, 15 on the shot clock.
Yeah, to the point now you just want your best free throw shooters out here if they choose to go that route. Just 10 seconds left on the shot clock here. Nache going ISO, goes up with his left at the rim. He finishes. The freshman center trying to help him up, unable to do so.
Here comes White the other way. Pass out to Beard for three, no good. And Nache grabs the rebound. Look out from behind. Arjan tips it out. His bench was trying to tell him that it's a guy behind him, but no avail. Here's a three from Bast, and it's good. And a timeout is called by Lewis and Clark. 89-80, 35 ticks to go on the Bruin Sports Network. $89-80, 35.3 seconds to go here. And the Bruins run a football play here. They get it into Marte. 5 good free throw shooters on the floor right now. Donovan Cooks gets rid of the ball to Nache. The River Otters are trying to foul. And finally, the whistle is blown. And Bass picks up his 5th personal foul. So Bass' night is complete. 11 points and 7 assists for Bass. Good showing for him. Treadwell with 14, White with 12, 9, and 8. And Kuryusugi with 14. 23 seconds to go here, and Sidney Nache will look to put this away as the Bruins have a 35-point score and a 28-point score. So Nache already has a 40-point game to his credit this year. Free throw, no good, and rebound is grabbed by White. That's his 10th rebound. He's got a double-double. To the rim, somehow getting it to fall is Beard. Good defense by Marte, it's not enough. Tobin's in the game. That's who they want to foul. And not that it really matters with 14 seconds to go. Michael Hamilton was trying to get Tobin out of the game. He was in there for defense and rebounding, but after the missed free throw, Luke Tobin just simply hasn't been to the line much this season. He's a good foul shooter, but just not a lot of attempts. He's only shot 19 free throws, 78%, so respectable mark for Tobin. And his first free throw is good. 91-82. George Fox again just continued to weather the storm as Lewis and Clark cut it to as few as 4. The Bruins have led by as many as 15 in this game. Tobin's second free throw is good. And now they will get Williams in for Nache. Offense for defense, 10-point game, 14 seconds to go. The Bruins lost the first matchup between these two teams by 10 points and look to return the favor here. Yasugi can't get the shot up. He'll step back from NBA range. It's off. Rebound grab by Noah Marte, and that will do it. The Bruins pick up a victory, conference victory, here at home. Final score here at Taylor Court is George Fox 92, Lewis and Clark 82. Sidney Nache 28 points. Donovan Cooks 35 points, 12 of 20 from the field. 20 of those coming in the second half. Corey Schramm with 7, Nico Cervantes with 8, and 4 double-figure scores for the River Otters. Treadwell and Bast with 14 and 11 each. Bast also had 7 assists, and White finishing with a double-double, 12 and 10, and 8 assists to go along with 2 blocks, 2 assists shy of a triple-double. Cody Yasugi was 4 of 10 from deep and had 14 points in the game. The River Otters outscored the Bruins 45-44 in the second half. The win here today will split the season series between these two teams. The Bruins will go to 3-18 on the season, 2-10 in conference play, and pick up their second win here at home. And the next game for George Fox will be on Friday when they go to Walla Walla. The Bruins will take on Whitman and Whitworth next weekend, and then they'll be at Pacific on Tuesday the 17th. Linfield will be here for the final home game of the 2026 campaign on Saturday, February 21st, and that will be our final broadcast of the 2026 season.
Can you believe it? Only one more home game left this year. It's crazy how fast it goes by.
Yeah, went by fast. And again, Jacob, I mean, we've final thoughts today. Obviously, we've talked about it. You know, the Bruins record is what it is, but you're going to get a team every day, no matter who's playing, who's in the lineup, who's, you know, going to go out there, score the ball, and at least give you a shot in every game. Yeah,
absolutely. I mean, just continuing to build now for next year, right? You have Nache, the true freshman. You have Cooks, who it's another year here as well of eligibility. So you really look at those two guys, they just continue to get better. Of course, Cooks really right out of the gate once he was healthy this year was an instant impact. And Nache, I mean, he just gets better each and every game, right? Obviously had that 40-point game earlier this year, but you can just tell his on-court presence, his ability to finish around the rim continues to get better, and then you just keep adding pieces around him, right, with some of the other young guys that are getting a ton of burn, and you can start to kind of look ahead and see a potentially really lethal offense and team here next year once again. Of course, this season not done and dusted. You still have 4 more games the rest of the way. You know, Michael Hamilton is going to want to finish on a high note, but a fun one here for you here today with the Bruins picking up their win. My first call of a home win here this season as well. So always fun to see that. Always nice to end a week on a win with both the men's and the women's team picking up nice and comfortable victories here today. Always nice to go 2-0 on any type of weekend. Any other final thoughts from you, Seth?
Oh, the Bruins get the sweep and return the favor with a 10-point victory at home after losing by 10 at Lewis and Clark earlier this year. And the Bruins go 2-0 today against Lewis and Clark. Until the Linfield game, that'll be our final broadcast of the year. And the Bruins again on the road for the next 3. Until then, for Jacob Archer, I'm Seth Hoyland saying so long from Newburgh. Thanks to everybody behind the scenes here. Have a great rest of your weekend, and go Seahawks.
Go Hawks.